You're watching News 3 HD at noon.
It's an approach local emergency responders are using, and now you can learn it too. Joining us this afternoon to talk about COCPR is Stephanie Johnson from St. Mary's Hospital and Tom Mooney of the American Red Cross Badger Chapter. Thanks for being with us today. Let's describe what we're talking about first here. People know CPR generally. This is different.
Yes, it's another tool in the arsenal of life-saving techniques, and what it does is you don't have to do any breaths with this. Traditional CPR is usually 30 compressions with 2 breaths. This is 100 compressions per minute with no breaths.
So that takes the it factor out a little bit.
That's exactly right.
And this is, but it says for a special purpose, special cardiac arrest.
This is for adult witness sudden cardiac arrest. So it's not for if somebody has electrocution or if it's a drug overdose or a drowning or for a child. This is for adult sudden cardiac witnessed arrest.
So you have to see the person go down or someone
real close by, right?
And you do it for a minute?
You do, well, you continue until, of course, the person responds or other help gets there, because what you're looking for is sustaining the life until emergency response personnel can get there with an AED, automated external defibrillator, and that's what will shock the person back to life. What you're doing is sustaining life until they can shock that heart back and get it working again.
And this is something anybody can really do.
It is the layperson's way of saving a life. It is fantastic.
Tell us about the event that's coming up next week.
We're very excited about the Hands on Hearts event, and it's a collaboration between St. Mary's Hospital, Channel 3000, and our Red Cross Badger Chapter. We have sites all over southern Wisconsin, and we'll be offering free community trainings to anyone from the general public. The training is free. It takes only 15 minutes. It's very easy to learn, and we hope that everyone comes out to participate in one of the trainings.
Why is this so important?
Well, it's important because it's an easy skill to learn, and it can make the difference between saving a life or losing someone to a sudden cardiac arrest. It's for the layperson. It's not a certification. It's a very simple life-saving skill.
So it's not a number of classes and you got to get certified?
15 minutes. 15 minutes to learn this life-saving skill.
And this was developed here, from what I took the training. I'm going to be one of the teachers.
Yes, it was developed by Dr. Avey out in Arizona, but Dr. Darren Bean brought it to this particular area here and is working with Dr. Kellum in the Janesville area. So Dane County and Rock County have really pushed this forward based on some techniques that were developed with Dr. Avey out in Arizona. The Badger chapter was the only chapter within the Red Cross that had the authority to actually pilot this. And we just got it approved nationwide about 2 weeks ago. So we're now going to be able to get this technique out to many, many more people, because over 310,000 people die of sudden cardiac arrest a year. And this can have a significant impact in saving lives.
And here's Susan Simon, my co-anchor at 5, going through the training as well. It is pretty easy to learn.
Right. It is easy to learn, but the one thing we let people know is that, you know, you'll get exhausted doing it because it's 100 compressions a minute and you keep going because you have about 10, 12 minutes of oxygenated blood in your system. So you want that blood to continue to go through your system to the brain, and that's what's going to keep you neurologically intact when you do come out of it.
But you're potentially saving a life.
That's exactly right.
And as I said, as I was leaving training, if I can do it, anyone can do it. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for having us.
I'm going to tell the people the specifics now. WISE TV, St. Mary's Hospital, and the American Red Cross Badger Chapter are all working together to help you learn this life-saving skill. It takes just 15 minutes, as we mentioned. Join us Wednesday, May 12th for Hands on Hearts. It's a day-long event where you can learn compression-only CPR. The training sessions held throughout the day at various times at 10 locations throughout Madison, Fitchburg, Sun Prairie, and Edgerton. To get a list of times and locations sent directly to your web-enabled phone, just text the word HANDS to 87301, or you can check out channel3000.com and look for the Hands on the Hearts logo on the homepage. So no excuse not to learn this. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with a final check your forecast.